fastest lap was a 26.5. Pop to 26.7.
You did faster than that. You had a 26.4, didn't you?
Yeah, Leon did a 26.1 though. That's insane. Like, I don't know how.
Yeah, but the rain might be different.
Yeah, that's true. Although because we have now constant rain on, it's more similar than if you have a transition in it.
Getting new tires and do you like 3 overtakes at the end in less 10 laps?
Yeah, they did. Wow. Really?
That was super
new
fun.
Tires?
Yeah.
Nice. That's actually good that swapping tires actually helped someone. It never really works, to be honest.
I don't know.
In the
I
races we did.
felt like grip was like super good, and I was way more confident than guys that didn't change ahead. And I had clean air almost 4 or 5 laps after I pitted, so I had temps up. Optimal temps almost rest of the race. But I don't know. Unless you're stuck behind someone, I don't think the chance will have any difference.
Anyway, guys, I've got scooped. I will all catch you next week. Cheers, guys.
See you later.
See you later, man.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I gotta go also. See you later.
Yeah, I'll probably come off as well. I'm tired as fuck.
We need to find it.
I'll see you guys in the weekend practicing, I guess.
Oh, Watkins.
Oh.
We should just do pub lobbies, just endless pub lobbies. Fuck any practice, just fucking.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna practice a lot. I don't know yet.
It's Watkins. It's fun.
Oh,
I'm just excited about it. It's a fun track.
Oh, I thought the grip was pretty good, Leafy. It was on and off.
I mean, if it's enjoyable, then it's never a bad thing.
It was really low at the start.
To get going.
But it picked up a lot. I see, man. By the way, you didn't have to give me that position back. Just saying. You took that fair and square. I know you thought it was aggressive. That's probably why you handed it, but it was clean.
Yeah, I was just eating on the safe side. I didn't want to get into the stewards or anything. It was a bit of a dive bomb and late break, but I think you missed your breaking point as well. And I thought, it's easier to give it back and have a rego.
Well, there's the visibility is so bad here, and those long straights into the braking zones, it's very easy to get it wrong. So especially because there's no grip offline.
Yeah, that's why I let you pass in the qualifying, because I figured you'd be in your stream cussing me for fucking blinding you with my spray. No, well, that too, and the fact that I didn't want to. You always try and not have a faster car behind me, so that I don't have to look in my mirror when I'm driving. So.
Were you on the hards?
No, softs. I went for in the end.
I thought you were on the hards. A lot of people were weaving on their outlap. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
I think what did I pick in the end? Oh yeah, Catalunya setup. Stuck softs on it, didn't change a thing. Bumped the pressures up. I was amazed. Like I'd practiced qualifying a little earlier, and I did maybe 10 laps, and the best I did was like a 19.8, and I was just happy because it was in the 19, so I wouldn't be too embarrassing. And when I qualified last, I don't know where the 19.4 came from. I didn't even put another lap in after that. I just went and smoked and chilled out.
Quick, man. I was like depressed.
I was not getting faster than that.
I was like depressed at how fast Timo's lap was. Like, where do these keep coming from, man? Because I know he was only a few tenths faster than me in all the practice races. He just pulls out like, what was it? He had like an 18.4 or something. Like, really? Crazy.
I guess he practices it more.
I don't think so. Fast guys here, man. I didn't think the Audi was going to be strong in quality. That's why I was so surprised. Him and Matster, both of them, super fast in quality.
I was quite lucky when it came to Matster because I pitted and then I was kind of catching up with the back of the field, but my pace was good at that point because I'd managed to get my tyres hot and keep them hot, and then I got up behind Matster and I was like, shit, because I just managed to, I had been battling, my temps went down, I just got them back up, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose time here again, and he ducked in the pits like right as I got to him. Like, I was so happy.
Who's that?
I thought, I did think, oh shit, this is going to cost me. Because, quite literally, battling was costing me like 1.5, 2 seconds a lap. And I was like, shit, but lucked out there.
You and Ghost who actually collided in turn 1, eh?
Yeah, Shooter gave me a bit of that, but I don't know.
It was really light. I was wondering why Audi
man,
almost.
I didn't notice.
It looked like he almost swerved into my side there. I was like, what the hell's going on here? It scared the hell out of me. But yeah.
Oh yeah, because Ghost, yeah, you came through the middle, didn't you? Because it was kind of 3 wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to leave as much space as I could, but because I was even trying to run out onto the curb, but that was the best I could. That was the best I could do and keep my car pointing the right way and leaving space. So
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to battle for it.
I kind of went in front of you on braking.
Yeah, you probably could have got a bit closer to me. There was still a lot of space in the right way, but whatever. It's really hard going 3 wide into there.
Yeah, I mean, I got good start. Pulled like move on braking, but I just moved a bit on Sotar's front end. I don't know.
And me and Obligor were dueling here for so long.
No. I mean, if anything, it's a racing incident, Like
yeah.
3 wide turn 1, but no damage. So
yeah. I mean, did you lose anything? Didn't get anything, so
yeah, just a little bit of yellow paint on your car.
I ended up 8th. Yeah, I finished 8th.
Like
basically where I started. Like I'm 8th now. I
just
finished
on the
8th.
right
So
side,
even with a spin, so really good damage control. That's the first time I've ever managed to actually damage control a spin like that. I got stuck up behind Obligor. Eventually got by him after like 10 laps of trying or something. Then I was chasing Matster. Then Obligor caught up again, and we dueled some more. Then I can't remember. I spun sometime after that, and I remember seeing you and like 6 other cars in front of you all go by me because I spun. And then I went and pitted. It worked out perfectly. That's the first time I've ever had where I like damage controlled a spin like that. That was.
Yeah, when he spun, I saw Suter on relatives like 3 seconds behind. I was like, maybe I should pitch. I mean, I knew he pitted in front of me like lap 2 or something, and the gap was 3 seconds. I was like, I've been stuck here forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I mean, I was kind of jealous in the way that because I could see a bunch of 4 people all driving around battling each other, but I was also thinking they're losing tons of time.
Yep.
Because I was catching you guys like 2 seconds a lap, and I'm just thinking, what a shit! Someone's got to go in the pits. Please, someone go in the pits. And then, lucky enough, a few people ducked in. I got a cool battle with Smolder, and then.
Yeah, it was a hard decision. Like when I was dueling with people, I realized how bad the dirty air and visibility was. It probably made sense to pit from behind, but it was so hard to figure out when the right time was to pit. Like either when you're in a bad battle like that, where you're just losing time like crazy, or at the point when I did around lap, I think it was 15, where the track had the most grip, but you usually don't want to pit when the track's the fastest, but it was causing the tires to overheat. So you let them cool down, come back out, you still have good grip, and then you have a benefit over everybody else because you have cooler tires. So it worked out well for me, but I don't think it would have worked for everybody. Very odd.
I went in on 21, but I changed tires because from practice race I knew it was going to be a bit bad in the end. I might get a couple of positions, and I did. So
yeah, this is where I made a huge mistake right here.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty.
What happened here?
That was something that like people had discussed about maybe
pitting
with 20 laps to go. Because if you get fresh tires and you're 1 second a lap quicker, then you actually gain 5 seconds. Plus, it's easier. I knew I was going in the pit straight away. I was in traffic at the start, and I don't get if 2 people are battling, I don't get involved normally because that's just how people crash. And the 2 cars ahead of me were fighting, and I was just like, I'm leaving to get them to it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then Obligor catching me again.
I was just scared
with him for a long time.
There was 5 seconds to leaders. So I was just scared if I don't get pace, I had to let them by and I lose so much time. But I mean, I was just doing the same lap times as
oh my god! Look at that.
Coming out of pits, so
that's as close as it gets.
That was like only thing that could go super wrong. I would lose so much.
I was really tense in the end, just knowing the fact that because I spun out from like what would have been 4th or 5th or something.
I kept breaking early there every time
in Catalonia, and then I spun out of what was looking to be like 7th or 8th in Hockenheim, and I was just so determined I wasn't going to spin. Like that's probably the most tense race that we've had.
Man, that always worked for me. It was weird. The other cars just couldn't do this. So was I cutting? No, I absolutely was not cutting.
Yeah, I mean, when I was pulling over,
just getting a really good line. I cut early here,
just when I
and you can see he's deep. I'm lining up for this already to cut over. Like it works so well for me every time.
Relax a bit.
Everybody else always went out here.
Look
how much run I get. I'm sliding, but I get such a good run.
Because of that, just relaxing for a bit.
I'm holding it here though.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, I was not blinking, like not relaxing.
We were gonna hit
the whole time with my shoulders hurt and shit. That race was too long. But I mean, I think that like if I didn't pit at the start, I would have considered fresh tyres because mine were bad. In the first half of the race, my car felt safe, but the second half of the race, I felt like it was on this knife edge. Twice actually, I had to hit the braking halfway up the last corner because I just felt the back of the car starting to slide. By the way, Dan, you should try this force feedback file. It's like unbelievable.
Well, I know that the M6s, you guys had really, really bad tire wear, eh? It was the same for me this race. I didn't have it quite as bad as you guys, but it was way more tire wear than I had in the practice races. I was down to like probably 40% on both my lefts. It was really low. It started getting sketchy near the end, the last 5 laps. Worked though, but it was I think it's just because I was pushing so hard the entire time. I don't think I was necessarily doing that in the practice race.
Yeah, I shredded the life out of mine because at the start, like when I came out the pits, I just did about 10 clear laps, and I think I did like 80% of my tire wear in those 10 laps.
This duel was crazy, dude. Man, me and Oblitar, this is like Burno all over again, but even crazier. We had the craziest duel. We dueled up to about lap 5, pulled off of him. I made a big mistake. He caught me again, and then we dueled from like lap 7 to like I don't even know, 15 or something.
Yeah, I'd say overtake Oblitor. But
yeah, I was behind all the time. I thought.
But I think that I'm not sure if he'd already been in the pits. I don't think he had. Like almost everyone I had a battle with hadn't been in the pits, and I had.
Oh.
I once or twice I considered saying that.
That's probably how you ended up 6th, just doing the massive undercut like that. Because you said you put it on like lap 3, right? Something like that.
Yeah, and I just put in 17s, like pretty much every lap until I caught up with people. Like actually, there was when I came out the pits, I was 33 seconds behind the leader, and 10 laps later, there was only 32 seconds behind the leader. I was just driving myself in clean air, but the problem is that when you were battling with people, you were battling people at a faster pace, so you were maybe losing like half a second or a second a lap, whereas some of the guys that I was coming up behind at the start were really struggling, and I was losing like 2.5 seconds a lap and stuff for like the couple of laps it took me to get by them. So I don't know if the undercut. I mean, it helped me because I got out of traffic, because I couldn't have survived. I'd have like in that pack.
Right there.
I was too tense for that. I needed to drive alone and shit. So like, it helped me that way. I don't know if it helped me pace wise, but overall.
Spud, I'm probably not going to be practicing much for the next race. Next race is Watkins Glen. It's sort of the final race of the season. It's round 10, but we haven't done round 4 yet, so we got to do it after. So.
When I beat it on 21st lap, after that I did 27s all the time. Before that I did like 28.
And I am hot and bothered
because I was just behind everyone and just didn't get temps up.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed. That,
oh God!
Like, if you could keep the temps up, you could do 27s. But if they dropped below, if mine dropped below about 65, then my pace dropped by a second. And the only way I could get them back up above 65 was to just abuse the shit out of the tyres through the safer corners, and then try and get them back up a bit. And then as long as I could nail the last 3 corners, then I could get them a bit higher. And then
try to listen to these guys do the post-race.
Then I get behind someone and it slows down. Dirty Air, we've sucked tier 2.
Yeah, dirty.
Because I hadn't even I think I was doing like 27s, and then I came up behind there's 4 cars, and I was catching it 2 seconds a lap, and then when I got within I'd been on about 1.5 seconds of them, I lost 1 second off my pace.
Yeah, no, Dirty Air was the worst.
Yeah, especially because I was a train of 4 cars I was behind. They got better because 2 of them peeled off to the pits, and then it kind of was drivable.
about
But
to
to
mute
start with,
Discord.
I was like, shit.
Or not. Okay. So what happened here?
But
Basically,
yeah,
every time.
I gotta go because it's my wedding anniversary, and handily enough, my wife has
Wow.
let me race. But I'm gonna go and be nice to her now to make up
That's
for it.
nice of her.
So I'll see you guys later.
Have a good
Yeah,
night,
see ya.
man. Okay, so what was happening here? Every single lap, I guess it was just the style of the Merc.
Well,
He would
so see ya.
always get like this. See how he's like whipping his rear out on entrance? Every time he did this, when I was following him, he was constantly doing this kind of drifty thing. Hold on, you can't see anything because it's so fucking dark. Like he would brake here, then he would like slide his rear. So we didn't actually hit on braking. I thought we did. But he'd slide his rear, whereas I'm braking to get my front in. He's just sliding into there. He let off the brakes. I was still on the brakes at that point. That's where we made contact. And I thought on my end, it felt like a pretty big hit. I thought he actually took damage from it. I'm not sure though. It was like, when you're on board with me, like it actually had a pretty big shunt to it, see? Because I was still on the brakes. Usually when you're still on the brakes, you get hit, you damage the guy behind you, generally. Jeez, it looks so sideways through there. Look at that. I think that was more than usual, but still. It looks like I'm totally going to lose it. Ah, oh, what?
The Discord.
Well, dude, I'm trying to watch over my replay. You should have been talking this whole time. I'll come in a few minutes. Anyway, yeah. That's where I thought he took damage, front damage. I can't remember where I spun. Was it this lap? I don't think so. I think it was next lap. Or something. It was a few laps after this. This is where I started pulling the gap again. Yeah, I just had better handling, I think. The Audi definitely benefited these conditions. I mean, I was driving it decently too, but I just looked so sideways for most of this. Still nothing. I wish I could see what gears I was in, because I know it was all when I grabbed first gear that I spun. What the hell's going on in Tier 4? Everybody's still on the Tier 4 channel. It's unusual. Maybe Tier 4 are a bunch of friendly bunch of people too, I don't know. I just want to see the spin. It's definitely getting more sideways than is comfortable in that corner. Gatorade is over. Oh, this is going to take a while. Alright. It has to be one of these next laps, because I remember I came out of the pits and it was like lap 22 or something. Like it was lap 20 something, so. Now, yeah, okay. Lap 18. So like you can see, I didn't actually lose that much time, really. And it was in a slow corner too. It's just the fact was that there was a huge pack of cars behind me. Like I had a decent gap back to Oblitor. Like just see how far up the road I am. See, like I'm right there. He's just coming out of the chicane. I'm right there. There was Gosku right there, Nui right here, Smolder right there, and then Shooter right there. Then a big gap back to Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions I lost. So I was running in 7th, right? At this point, I'm like, oh great, my race is ruined again. Actually unmute it so I can hear my revs. So first gear. You can't even hear a downshift. That's weird. Did Nui disconnect? No, I don't think so. Lost about 10 seconds. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Ice. It was about 10. It wasn't too much time. I don't know if it would have actually made a very big difference in the long run. Realistically, I would have been able to catch Storm in front of me and probably be dueling with Shooter had I not spun. That probably would have been the difference between that. But I probably would have been fighting for 6th. So I really, that was huge damage control that I did. Again, this is when the track was extremely grippy. So my tires started overheating a lot at this point. Like, just watch my revs. First, right there. And then it's gone. It's already gone. I try to counter steer. Idling, brakes, doesn't matter. The car just kept rotating. Usually in the rain I can control those pretty well, but right here I'm like, oh, I should rejoin. No, I'm not going to make the same mistake as last race. I saw the mini-map, there was nobody else coming, so anyway. So after that, at this point my tires are pretty overheated. It doesn't show them on the dash, unfortunately, but they're pretty hot here. Which is, I think, part of what caused this fun. Caused the spin. Can't talk today. I go in pit. When I come out, I'm instantly doing laps again. I was doing 28.6s before that, which really isn't that great. Probably mid 28s. freaking wiper noise. I mean, his next 2 laps don't really count, but this first lap was a bit iffy. Trying to get the feel for the road again. It was Mixby in front of me, Midweek was behind me. I'm guessing he pitted really early. Howie and then Ticklish. Like, nobody was really near me at this point except Mixby. I got a little bit of dirty air off him almost right away. Jeez, man, this race was long, eh? It was really long. So right here, like, I'm already doing a 28.3. That's already faster than the lap I did before I spun, so... The grip was super good with me. Looking at other people's times, I mean, the top 4 were doing fast times, but these other guys, 28.9, 28.7, 28.5, they were all in a pack of traffic. 30, 30, 30, 27.8 on Storm, who ended up finishing 10 seconds ahead of me. Other than that, though, I was pretty much the fastest on track, other than the top 4. They're just in a different level, though. So yeah, that did really work out well. Everybody else is either, I guess, busy battling in traffic or overheating tires. Instantly, I think I'm into the 27s, 28.1. I'll just let this play out. I don't think there's too much that happens for a little while until the end, where Midweek was constantly catching me, actually. Yeah, sorry, Midweek was the one I forgot about. Look at this, he's doing 27.6s. He's back on me by about, like, what, 5 seconds? Yeah, something like that. I made pretty quick use of this guy. I lost about 2 seconds behind him. It wasn't too bad. Most guys you get stuck behind, you lose a lot more time than that, so. Alright, sorry, that sounds getting annoying. So yeah, what happened to Trip? He kind of just disappeared. Oh no, maybe I missed. Oh, for some reason. Yeah, I did. What the hell? It just scrolled right past it when I was gone. All of a sudden, no grip, same as last race. Tire temps, pressures, even treads were all absolutely fine. All of a sudden, you're all over the place. Decided to pit for fresh tires. Slide just a tiny bit of the pits, get a 20-second penalty. What? You could probably debate that's a 20-second penalty, but that's... Oh, he retired it? Wow. He didn't, man... Oh, whatever. Probably didn't need to tilt. I mean, I guess the tire change would have already screwed him, but... He probably didn't need to retire because of that. But, you know what, whatever. That was Ticklish. I thought that was Storm when I was coming up on him. That sucks. Trip's been getting pretty bad luck recently, I think. The track really was pretty inconsistent for grip, but our lobby wasn't too bad. Like, it was kind of consistently improving. It kind of fell off a little bit around now, like around lap 30 to 35 or something. It fell off, I think. A little bit. And I'm still doing 27.5s. We fall into the 28s. Midweek still catching me. I don't know when Midweek pitted. I almost want to jump back to the start to see when he pitted. Might do that after this. I don't feel quite as tired as I did yesterday and Monday after this race, though. I think I might do some pub lobbies. I wasn't sure if I would because I felt like crap when I woke up. Oh, now Nui pitted, and he's in front of Midweek. Whoa. Yeah, I knew I heard somebody spin there. I heard an engine just like, you know when you hear the revs drop like crazy? What happened here? That was so weird. Was he on slicks? Was Nui the one that said that he grabbed new tires? I wonder if he put himself on slicks, because that looked like slicks. That looked like slicks. That did not look like rain tires. Like the way that he came back on track here, pretty controlled. Just gone. Bang. That is weird. Me. SAR. Wow. Okay. Whatever. Might as well jump to my Discord. I just want to see when Midweek kind of dive bombed on me a bit here. It wasn't even that bad. I We were definitely very similar on pace. He was just slightly more consistent. I feel like something must have happened to midweek to be back there, though. If he had this kind of pace, he should have been running top 6. I also don't know what happened to Matster. Who was it? Matster and Oblitor. At this point, Oblitor already pitted. I passed him. I don't know if he had a spin. Same with Matster, I have no idea. They might have just been caught in traffic and they lost that much time, whereas I was just on open track, gaining time constantly. I don't know. Yeah, but I wish we would stop doing that. There, now this is where he catches me. Why does it have to pause every time I tab out?
I led for 40 laps, and then I got overtaken.
Hello? Really?
Hello.
Hello.
By what, your
Hello.
crazy teammate again?
No, by Captain Slow.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, you just didn't have as much pace?
He had better pace than me, and my front were shot. I don't grip on the front.
Yeah, my
Almost
tire wear
close.
was really bad too. Our grip was like really bad at the start of the lobby and just kind of steadily came in and it was constantly getting better. It was actually really good though, at certain points.
I think he was easily 1 second faster than me in the twisty part. Then I was a bit faster than him in the high speed fast part, T2 and T3. But in T1, I was catching up very fast, very, very quickly.
Yeah, the grip in our lobby was actually good enough to start overheating the tires around lap like 10 to 20, so which is when I spun. It's kind of lucky. I mean, I lost 10 seconds spinning, but then I pitted right after. Let my tires cool, and I think everybody else was suffering in traffic and overheating tires. So I didn't suffer with that at all. I got a massive undercut. I basically went from 7th to 12th when I spun, and I ended up finishing 8th. So like huge benefit, obviously. Like I basically might as well not have spun. Apparently, Timo finished 3rd. He spun 3 times, and he finished 3rd. I don't know how. I have no idea. Absolutely insane.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Did you race?
I've retired.
I didn't see your message until like a few minutes ago for some reason.
Yeah, no, I just had a bit of a fucking nightmare race, to be perfectly honest. Didn't go anywhere near as nice as it did yesterday.
Well, yeah, see, this is where he handed it back. Okay, I can see why he did. On my end, it didn't look that bad. It just looked like he was just going for an inside move. But yeah, I can see why he thought he dive bombed me. Yeah, okay. I went to turn in normally, and yeah, alright. I thought I was actually going to hit him when I turned in. I was like, okay, wait a minute. This is not a good point to be turning in. I didn't mean to talk over you. I just want to see this one last thing on my replay. Yeah, he went to avoid it. He just gave it up. He's like, no, screw this. I'll give it. He apologized.
Yeah, I'm playing PUBG right now.
So I just bought it for a grand total of 12 quid.
Oh, that's a good deal.
And
you didn't even see me play it yesterday, did you?
No. But I've got yesterday's stream open, so I'm having a look at it now for the first time ever.
Cool.
Looks kind of weird.
All right.
You probably could have looked at it before you bought it.
Huh?
Probably could have looked at it before you bought it.
Oh no, well, you know, I'll get into it with you guys, man. Fucking.
I mean, you play many shooters? I guess you used to.
Yeah, quite a lot. I'm a pretty decent FPS player, but.
Yeah, you have a good rig. Never mind. Fine. Although you probably still want to drop your graphics, but you should be all right.
So okay, so I'm guessing it's like 4 versus 4 or something, is it?
No. It's battle royale. You heard about this whole battle royale craze that's been going on?
Okay, so is it?
So you drop out of a plane, 100 people on a map.
Okay.
Randomly, you get loot, you fight each other, and it's just whoever survives basically. And there's different game modes. Like you can do solo, duos where it's teams of 2, or squads where it's teams of 3 or 4.
Okay.
So
you can do squad as well. There's only you in a squad.
Yeah.
No, you're alone. That's what I'm doing right now.
Alright.
Why?
I just met another guy in a fucking was solo. He was just camping in the tower. Just ran towards the tower
He
and
might
just
have lost
popped
his
up and
teammates or
shot
something.
me.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
What's the key to pick things up?
F.
F, and to sort things out in your inventory, like change.
Tab and just drag around.
Yeah, tab.
Tab.
It takes a little. It's gonna take you some getting used to. The thing with this game that you really need to get used to is inventory management. Like knowing what items you want to have and what you want to like. You want to like pre-build guns, like get attachments for guns before you get a gun and stuff like that. Like that will take you a little bit of time to learn. Other than that, though, there's not too much.
Alright. Okay.
Did you have fun?
Oh. I did. I certainly did. That was a lot of really stressful, but really fun.
Yeah. How did it go for you?
For me? For him?
Yeah.
Me? So again, did you hear what I was just saying? No. I had a spin. So I started 9th. Freaking Timo qualified like second, like a second faster than me. I was like super dejected about that. I thought the Audis were bad in quali. He just destroyed. Matster qualified like 6th as well. Anyway, I started 9th. Moved up to.
I beat Matster in the team race yesterday, in the test race.
He was good here, man. He was really good. Anyway, sorry. Started 9th, moved up to like 8th on the first lap, dueled with Oblitor for a while, got by him, then ended up catching up to Matster, making a big mistake. Oblitor got back by me. We dueled from like lap 7 to like lap 15. Pulled off of him for a while after I overtook him. Spun on lap 18 on the corner before the back straight. I spun there. On entrance again, similar to Hockenheim, just didn't see it coming at all. I lost 4 positions, but because at that point the grip was so high and my tires were overheating, I actually went and pitted, and I benefited from it massively. That was when I started setting my best laps, when I did my out laps, because I let my tires cool, and I ended up getting a huge undercut. I ended up finishing 8th. I had a big battle with midweek coma all the way through. I did the last 10-15 laps too, so it was really fun. But yeah, crazy. I went from 7th to 12th to 8th from that spin, from undercutting off that spin. I actually passed Matster and Oblitor in the pits somehow, like when they pitted. I'm not sure exactly how. I'm assuming it's because they were in a pack battle, just losing so much time, because Dirty Air was huge here.
So how did it go for your teammate?
What, Timo?
Timo.
So he qualified like 2nd. I think he had some issues, so he ended up 3rd. But the top 4 seemed to just be in a level of their own. And I know Leaky was struggling. He finished 4th. But yeah, Timo apparently spun 3 times and still finished 3rd. And he set the fastest lap. He set a faster lap than Jardier.
Right.
He set a 26.4. Apparently Jardier only managed a 26.5. So probably different lobbies and stuff. But still, crazy. He was so quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. I kind of skipped this moment. So this was when Howie got in the way. I thought I was going to die here on the last corner.
Well, I had fun boycotting today.
Boycotting? What?
Oh, I couldn't be fucked to race on last week with the guy smashing me off the road and ruining my season.
I think I'm done as well, to be honest.
You had another accident, didn't you, today? Did I see?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't clip me on lap 1. Just give me rear end damage.
Oh, man.
So later on in the lap, it made me spin, which made me spin into the fucking barrier, so it gave me suspension damage. So I had to pit, get all that repaired, and then I just got no grip coming out after that whatsoever. And you're on a losing battle when you're getting lapped after the 3rd lap. And then somebody else hit me, lapping me again. I was as far as I could onto the right hand side of the track.
It is,
Who is it that took you out?
It is really hard to let people by and pass people. I'm literally looking at an incident right here where Howie should have got out of the way earlier. Tried to get out of the way on the outside of the last corner, and it was scary. I thought I was gonna die. Seriously, I thought that inside curb was just gonna kill me here.
Yeah, but they just come off the throttle completely and let you go by, right? I've got no sympathy for people that can't get out of people's way.
No, but
and
this
then
track,
I've got
this
even
track
less
is hard.
sympathy for someone that hits someone when they're lapping them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I couldn't move over any further. I was off throttle. So I don't know what happened. I'm trying to find it on my replay now.
You gotta understand, like if they're a lap up, they're like in the middle of like a huge battle or like a pace thing or something. Like they have to go as fast as possible. So
no,
yeah,
it's no excuse. You wouldn't fucking hit a car in real life. So
Except it still happens all the time. You go look in motorsports right now, there was a very good example of it.
Yeah, and they'll get penalised for it.
Well, no, he had his car explode because of it, but...
I'm just sick of being, my races wiped out. He's talking past 3 or 4 fucking weeks. I've been ruined by first lap incidents with other people again.
Yeah. That's
I mean, Dog turned around and said in races, said, I didn't hit you.
I mean, it could have been a lag hit. Do a stewards inquiry if you need to, I mean.
No, I can't be asked wasting my time anymore.
Okay.
Well,
I know I'm going to get one against me because I come in.
I would say raise it, mate. I'm not being funny. He hit me last week, so if he's hit you again, there's. I know we're all, you know, friends in this group and that, but.
Oh, Razor?
Hmm?
I'm confused. Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in this Discord, aren't we? But
I always tell him his fucking FOV is way too low. He doesn't even run triple screens, and he has an FOV that's like 30 or something. You can't see anything. I remember seeing the first instant with him in Ruapuna, and I was like, man, you need to change that. He has look to apex, and he has his FOV low. So if anybody's on the outside of him when he's going to turn into a corner, he can't see them at all. He doesn't even know they exist.
That's exactly what happened to me.
It's ridiculous, yeah. I've told him to change it. He just doesn't listen. Just seems dangerous, so I would never be able to drive like that. It's like, you know, you ever seen like iRacers, the kind of FOV they run? That's basically what he does, but most of them have triple screens. He doesn't. So it's just impossible to see. Especially on this track, like I noted at one point, I wish I had a triple screen, because there's so many times I was dueling with somebody side by side, I could not tell where their car was at all. I had to keep glancing to the side. It was terrifying when I did, because it's so dark. You don't really have a good spatial perception of where you are on the track, you know?
Yeah, I had to unplug my fourth screen because, yeah, didn't